Alright, so we just got done with the truck series, which obviously we said didn't go our way. Now we're back on the, sorry. Truck series didn't go our way. Xfinity series, we made up for it and won at Dover. Now we're here in the Cup car, so let's see if we can pull a win out in the Cup car. And this track is very similar as far as it runs with every series. Your Cup car, which is crazy, the goal is less. Your Cup car, I mean, it's going to be a faster vehicle. It just is. It's got more motor. But with that motor, you can't really push that motor around this too much, because just like there, you're going to push it to get high up on the track. And it's really scary across the corners here. So we ran our goal lap. We got our sponsor bonus, which, you know, any money, extra money right now. Because like I said, we're going to run both of our, we're going to run all our teams. I'm on my own Truck Series team right now, but the goal is to have enough money to run my own Cup team and my own Xfinity team next year, which I think we're going to be perfectly set up for. So, but again, just like Truck and Xfinity, right here I'm looking at about a little less than 150 miles an hour, then I'm going to punch it off the corner. And there's not really, outside the car, the camera outside the car, you look for the wall and you can kind of see where you're going to go up the line. Now, in car, it is completely different. I am not looking at the wall on the outside. I'm not trying to stay off that wall. I mean, I am, but I'm not looking at the wall as the identifier. My identifier is the grooves in the track. I am focused on the natural groove, the tire groove that has been laid. And I'm trying to hang into that as much as I possibly can, because I know as soon as I get up outside of that, it's going to be difficult to know exactly how far I'm sliding up the track. So if I push too hard and get outside that groove, I'm staying off the gas just a little bit longer to get back down into it. And driving through traffic, completely different too. That's a mess. Let me tell you. See, I'm gonna lay off, and I even may use some brake here. I have not yet had to use brake because I try not to, but it's either that or let off the gas a little sooner. And they're keeping up with me. Yeah, I have no doubt that if the settings were on hard, I would not be as comfortable racing in-car camera right now. I've got, like I said, being on normal, it's kind of giving me a chance to run the track and get out ahead and just kind of coast. If I put the settings back on the hard for next season to see how I do, I'm not so sure how it's going to go. It's going to be more competitive. It's going to be a little more realistic. But, the entertainment value may not be there, because I'll probably be struggling a lot. So the entertainment value for me is kind of, we want to see wins. We want to see maybe some wrecks. I mean, I'm going to wreck eventually. It doesn't require other vehicles for me to cause a scene on my own. But, it's one of those things. It's going to be a decision process. And if for some reason this picks up and I'm able to financially look at a racing setup like an actual steering wheel instead of using the controller, because right now, currently, I'm just using the controller. And racing with the controller has its benefits, but it also has its downfalls. And I think one of the biggest downfalls, I'm going to slide away up the track here. One of the biggest downfalls is steering control. I just don't think you have as much fluid control of the steering wheel with the controller. And I think the controllers are just so sensitive. So like when I'm, you have the limits is what I'm saying, I guess, with the controller. But it's also good to know that you can do these custom setups to where there's a maximum turn, you know, that your steering wheel will go. 12 degrees I think is what it is for here. We've got this set on, and I'm gonna tack the wall. No, I didn't. Stayed off the gas enough. As far as the setups that we're using, I do use a custom setup, but it is not of any creation of my own. I will gladly shout out the setup man. He has a great YouTube channel. He has no idea who I am, but I am very thankful for his dedication to this game and to giving out information and setups that he uses. Now the setups that he uses during the last season when I was running out of car camera, which if you want to know, this was my out of car camera, right? And it, you know, see running here, it's completely different. See, I'm looking at the wall now. That's my identifier. So during the last season when I was running like this, I had no problem running this on hard because I could see the cars around me. I didn't have to rely on the spotter at all because I have full, oh my gosh, Jimmy. I have full control and visual on all the vehicles around me. But going to in-car, it is completely different. I am not fully aware of where they are exactly on the track. Like, I know he's underneath me, I can see him in my mirror, and I'm gonna, wow.
Yellow's down, Packer down.
So that's one of those blunders where I'm trying to just talk and drive at the same time and go through different settings and camera settings and show y'all things. This car is probably destroyed. Is it gonna affect me that bad? No, I don't think so. But yeah, no, this camera setting was what I raced all last season, and you know one of the biggest reasons that I like the out-of-car camera is because I like looking at the car. That's what we're here for, you know what I mean? Oh god, this car does not turn very well. Yeah, this car does not have any juice in it whatsoever now. I'm not trying to wreck Denny at all, by the way. He's my last year's teammate. We raced with him very well. Oh god, I just gave him a real big shot there, bro. I can't keep up with him now. That is crazy. They've got more straightaway speed than I do. They have got a lot better vehicles than I do now for just tearing the wall up like I did. So we're gonna try our best here. But yeah, see, this is so much different than driving in the car. Oh my goodness, I have to run on him.
Careful, still there.
See, I'm able to just like this. But see, look, it's crazy how much different it is. Let's see if I can screw this up again. Again, it is a completely different situation. I don't really know how to explain it, other than the fact that the visuals that I'm looking for when driving are completely different. I almost tacked the wall there too. And again, I'm trying to keep down, and I'm just not doing a very good job of that. This car does not want to turn now. I have messed the chassis up on this thing bad, hitting the wall like it did. So I'm fighting. I'm having to wheel this car a little bit more. So when we talk about realism, this is probably one of the most realistic things I've seen out of this game. I've got full damage on, so DNFs are certainly in play. I thought I was going to get one there. If you saw, I think there was a couple, like 2 races ago, maybe last race, I think the Truck Series. I think it was at, not Phoenix. Either way, I'm not sure, can't remember the track. But yeah, I had a issue with the wall there too. So it's gonna happen. That's gonna be the most real part of this. And obviously, again, human error. I was trying to go through camera settings and just missed my mark and had to the wall. Thank God for a caution that kind of helped me out there. Now I will say that's probably one of the most unrealistic things is when the caution's thrown out. Usually, if you're involved in a wreck that bad, you're not driving away from this. I mean, you may, but you're not driving away with the lead. I would have probably had to have, not repaired the car. Probably had to do some repairs, but I would probably have to change tires because of how slick the track was there and how much I slid up the track. I probably tore these tires all to heck. Probably would have had a flat. But yeah, no, this is, I think from first person standpoint, without completely destroying the car and not finishing the race, this is probably the worst I've damaged the vehicle. So that is impressive for this car to be still running fast enough. It's actually loosened back up, and I'm actually able to drive this car a little better now after getting back into it. I don't know if this car got to a groove after running all those laps and I screwed it up, or if I really did damage the chassis up a little bit. I definitely feel like this car is not as fast, obviously for the aero damage, more than, it didn't say I have aero damage, but there's no way that there's not an aero issue going on here. I don't want to hit these guys anymore here. And that gap that I just split, with the outside camera, I would have had no issue because I could have seen both vehicles and could have known what gap was split. In car, that was treacherous. And if it wasn't for the fact that Denny is still really much in play and could pick up a win if I screw up again, I wouldn't be pushing it as hard. I would not be trying to wheel my way through this black traffic as quickly. But yeah, and if y'all don't know me very well, but y'all will come to find out, the guy in second place, Mr. Kyle Busch, he is my rival in this game, and he's one of the, I think, 2 I've got, maybe 4 now. I don't know how many rivals I've got, not many. But he is one of the few of the rivals that was very intentional. So yeah, there's that. Don't know him in person or anything like that. Just never been a fan of him as far as racing goes. So yeah, that was a very intentional rivalry. And then since then, it's only gotten worse. But everybody else, I try to race pretty clean. Him, I don't care. I'll wreck him every time. And I won't let him win a race. I finished. I didn't finish a race intentionally trying to wreck him that one race. So that's how serious it'll get. And this car, man, that car is just tore slap up. So there's a win. There's a win there. We probably didn't deserve that win. I'll be honest with you, probably didn't. With the way we drove that car at the end of that. So yeah, that is a mess. So we will come back. I might actually end up going back live again. I like that trophy. That's, again, being in Dover. I love Dover. Dover's a great track. It's a little bit different. So here we are in Victory Lane. But other than that, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll get after it again. I might go live streaming and we'll see what happens. Again, after this season, we're going to have our own Xfinity team. More than likely, I'm going to be financially comfortable enough to have my own Cup Series team. So we should be good.